It should be live. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying to see. Okay. Hey, Jim. Yeah, okay. I think my sound is good. All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right, so hi guys. Let me pull up the chat on here. So let me see. Yeah. Okay. I can see the chat. Yeah. Okay. Just have my music. I get anxiety and it helps. Yeah. All right, so hi, Rashley25, and so yeah, this is the 24-hour Mandela Effect discussion. Yeah, I'm just like decided to be a little more open and kind of show myself here, and so you guys can see me and everything. And sorry if you hear my family; they're very loud, and I told them I was recording, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, I just want to talk to you guys about targeting, just kind of what I went through growing up, and then I was going to bring Unimatrix on a little bit later, and we're going to talk about dreams, because I think we should talk about our dreams, because I think there's a lot of similarities in them. I know I've heard a couple of people's like what they're experiencing in their dreams, and it kind of like I'm having the same kind of stuff, and I know Unimatrix is having the same kind of stuff. So I thought if we like discuss it, you guys can compare what you guys have in common and stuff. Yeah. So I reading the chat. Oh, hey Patrick, Uni, I see you in there. Love Warrior, hi. QP, I see you. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. So, yeah, okay. So a little bit about my story growing up. I don't know, like when things kind of changed for me as far as like when I started getting my depression and my anxiety. It was at a young age, and it got worse as like I got older, and I never really like talked about it much like to my family or friends or anything. Kind of kept everything to myself, which isn't good. I mean, if you're going through something, you should always talk about it, get it out, don't hold it in, resolve like whatever issues you're having, because it's not good. And so my earliest memories, I kind of remember being happy. Then I don't know like when it changed, but I know that I would always have like this voice in my head that I thought it was my voice and my thoughts, but I kind of like as I've gotten older, I realized like kind of what the enemy is capable of doing as far as like that voice that's like always whispering, you think it's you, but it's not, it was that kind of thing going on. And then I was always like so hard on myself, and I don't think it was me, like it was like this thing just would never let me be happy. It was just always just kind of put me down, criticize everything I do, and it made me like really depressed and like to myself, And then in my situation, like I'm an only child, like I grew up as an only child, and I didn't have like a close relationship with like my mom or anything, and I didn't know my dad, like my own biological dad or anything. So it's kind of just like me and my mom, and then we didn't have a close relationship, so it kind of made me even more like isolated. And yeah, like we didn't really talk much. We didn't really like have that bond, like you have like mother and daughter kind of bond thing. And So I don't know. I just don't think I don't know why, I think we're just like two different people. So we never kind of, I don't know. It just never clicked for us, I guess. And so I just kind of stayed to myself, like mostly in my room, to my thoughts, and which wasn't good, because like the darkness just like kind of closed in on you, And going through high school was, I mean, I've always had like friends. I was always like the funny kid. I was like in the marching band and had a lot of fun in that. But I never I never could be like fully happy, like on the outside to everyone else, like I seemed like this funny, like happy person, but like on the inside, it wasn't. It was like the total opposite, It was like this constant like tornado. It was just like chaotic. It was really bad. And I like at that age, like I didn't really know depression. I didn't know anxiety. I mean, you hear about it, but I didn't know like that's what I was experiencing. I didn't know, and then I didn't know about spiritual attacks. I didn't know that was like what I was experiencing either, And so towards like I think it was my 10th grade. It was like 10th grade. In the 10th grade year in high school, I kind of I reached like the edge. Like I was at my breaking point, and I just couldn't it just felt like so much energy and so much like darkness was just like building up, and I couldn't find no release for it. Like crying used to help, music used to help. And then like as it got like more intense, like I found no type of I couldn't find a release. It was just like this pressure just like building up, and I couldn't let it out, and it was driving me crazy. And every day I would come home, it's like, I don't know. I just felt like so alone and empty, And and it was just like hard. It was becoming very hard to like at school. Like when I was at school, I had to be like this bubbly, funny person and like happy. It just became like such a task to do. And then I couldn't do it anymore. So it's like I reached my breaking point, and it was like this voice just kept saying, like, kill yourself, kill yourself. It just like it wouldn't leave me alone, and it just kept like screaming in my mind. I couldn't block it out. It was like nothing I could do. My sleep, it was like nightmares after nightmares. Like I could never get away from it. Like there was nothing I could do to get away from it. I couldn't, and I like overdosed on some pills. It was a combination of stuff. And my mom came home, and I got rushed to the hospital, and yeah, I had to undergo like a lot of stuff. And I was in like they put me in like the psych ward. I don't know. It's like for kids though. And I had to spend a couple of days there. And I had to see a therapist, and it was just a lot of stuff that you were required to do. And none of it like helped. I mean, after that, you would think like, okay, it's out in the open. I'm going through this depression. I try to kill myself. Things would kind of get like better, but it didn't get better at all. Reading the chat. Yeah, it didn't get better. It got worse really, because then it became like my mom kind of like I felt like she kind of distanced herself more from me, which made me feel like absolutely even more worse, because I'm like, crap, not only am I like this awkward like kid and we don't like click, and I'm not like her, and I'm different. Not only that, but now I tried to kill myself, and now like I'm not only just weird, I'm crazy now, and like now everyone knows I'm crazy. And it's just like yeah, it was bad. And she distanced herself more, and I felt even worse. And it's just like I failed at everything, and I couldn't even like do anything right. And yeah, so after that, my mom kind of like left. Like I don't know, she decided to like leave, but it wasn't like a I'm leaving kind of thing. It was just like, yeah, I'm going on this trip. and I'll be back. Here's some money. I'll be back and go to school and just do what I was supposed to do and just get food and you'll be fine, kind of thing. And yeah, so she like left, and she never like really came back. She just like kept going on trips, and then she's like, I'm going on this other trip, and then she's like, I'm going this place, I'm going that place, and I was just at the house. And then it got really, really bad because it's like everything started to progress as far as like paranormal activity started to progress. I would like hear stuff in the house. I would feel like something watching me. I would hear like something like walking in front of my door at night, and my energy like would get drained like that. Like as soon as I got home, like I would pass out. I would be so like felt like something was like sucking the energy out of me, and like feel like stuff was like walking up on me. Just felt like something was always there, and I just couldn't get away from it. And then, you know, even though me and my mom never really like talked much or anything, it was just nice, you know, having someone in the house. Like I know like at least in the other room there's somebody there, but without that it got kind of it was just like really like a lot of isolation. Just it drives you crazy, really, it does. So it got to a point where I wasn't sleeping because I was so like my anxiety, and then just like what I would hear, it would just keep me up. I couldn't stand the darkness, so I kind of I like wrapped my whole room in like Christmas lights, and I would sleep like every inch of my room was like Christmas lights everywhere, and I would sleep with like the window open, and it kind of made me feel a little bit better, a little safer, you know. So like my whole room would like be lit up like at night, and it kind of helped. But then I would like whenever I would kind of fall asleep, it was just like something shook me so like hard, and I would just like jump up, and it's like whenever I kind of like started to get like some rest, I would get jolted awake, and then like nothing would, I don't know what woke me up, you know, kind of thing. So that was getting bad. And then I started to not go to school anymore because it's like no one was there to tell me to go to school, and I didn't feel like going to school. So I would like miss the first half of school, and then like come for band and like TV production and lunch, and I would just like go back home. And I would sleep like when the sun came out, I would sleep, and then I would go to school later in the afternoon. And so I was kind of like, I wasn't like failing my classes because I could like, I was very smart, so like I would pass the test and stuff. If I had a test or like the homework, I would just like make it up or something. But yeah, I missed like a lot of school like during those times. And then like they called the house, but you know, or they sent like little notes, but I just kind of like just wrote my mom's signature because she wasn't there, and I just answered the phone. She wasn't there. So yeah. I'm trying to see something. So one day like something, I think like with the paranormal activity got kind of like too intense that I just like one day just called my cousin, and I was just like, can I come stay with you, kind of thing, because I felt like I was really going insane, and any like more in that house I probably would have like tried to do something else again because it was just getting a little too much, and I could find no like happiness. I could find nothing. So I called her, and she was like, yeah. So I just like moved in with them, and then slowly I kind of got my sanity back, and kind of got my sanity back, kind of like found, I kind of like with the voice, it was always there, but what I started to do was like I started to like question it. Like I would challenge it, like if that makes sense. Like it would be like nobody wants you around, and I'm like, I'll challenge it. And like if no one wants me around, then why did my cousin let me stay here? Like why am I hanging out with my friends, or why, you know what I mean? And it kind of like started to like get quieter and quieter until like, you know, I really didn't hear it anymore. And then I went off to like school and stuff after like high school. I graduated from high school, and then I started to, in high school, I had friends, but we never had like a bond, kind of like how I have with you guys, or like any of my close friends now, just because I never let anyone in. Like they don't even know I like try to commit suicide. Like none of my friends like in high school or like band or anything knew like that happened because I didn't tell anybody. And you know, like my friends now that I have, like after I graduated, like we have that bond, but I just never had that in school, you know, and I didn't like even, and it was like a task, you know, like because it's like I'm a very hard person to kind of get close to just because I'm so guarded. So it was like it was a process, but eventually, you know, I did make friends and have that bond, and I never experienced anything like that, like love kind of like bond like with a friend, and it was like new, and it was good and everything, and yeah. So that's kind of just like I think I was targeted then, looking at it now and knowing what I know now. Though that wasn't my thoughts, and there was a presence. Like I don't know why I was targeted then, because I wasn't awake at that age, and I wasn't awake to even conspiracies at that age, and so I don't know why I just like decided to like attack like that. But I guess because I was already like kind of in a dark place, maybe a little bit, so it was just like it was drawn to like I don't know, and it just made everything worse. But I got past that, luckily, you know. So yeah, so that's just like my targeting story. I'm gonna read the chat. Hey, Colleen, White Rabbit, Vanny Rose, who else? Jonah Games, Salted Cedar. Hey guys. Oop. Don't mess it up. Jen's Gem. Oh, Jen, did you figure out the moderator thing? I called you back, but I don't know if you were, I didn't know if you were going to go live, right? I don't know if you needed a break or anything, but if you still need help, you know, I'm willing to help you and everything. No problem. Mandela Mao, I see you. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Salted. Yeah, with sharing, I see Scottbaylo in there. Yeah, with the, I was nervous to share just because I don't know who's gonna see this, but like why not? Because like I know a lot of us have similar stories, or like it might be able to help someone, and if we don't talk about it, how are we gonna know, you know? So I think and I think we're still being targeted. I know, but just like in a different way. Like I know I'm more, you know, I've learned more about spirituality, and I've learned more about capabilities of like entities and stuff, and what they can do, and the influences they can have over us, and the manipulation they can have over us if we're not cautious. So of course now they have to get a little bit more stealthy in how they attack, especially us now that we're like we're more aware of it. I mean, they can easily attack a non-affected because they don't know how their energies can be manipulated, and you know, subconsciously stuff, you know, they don't understand that. So they're easy to attack, but us, it's a little bit harder. So I think they start to, right now, they affect the people around you. And I know a lot of people share stories about that, about like people acting strange like when they go out and stuff like that, and people don't even know act strange and stuff. um and then they manipulate like stuff. Like I know, like when like Jim was having that problem yesterday, I just felt like it was something just like messing with her, just like not letting her work, and just like letting her frustration rise, just to kind of like put her in a low vibration. And they do stuff like that, you know, just to whatever they can to kind of keep you like down. And they hate when we stay positive. They hate this connection that's happening. They hate it, you know what I mean? Because they're finding it harder and harder to to kind of keep us down. I mean, it was better when we didn't when I didn't know any of you guys. I didn't even know like you guys existed. You know what I mean? It was better that way because I was more isolated and I was easier to kind of like, you know, pounce on. But now that I have all you guys, I have someone to talk to, like if this happens. And then not only that, you guys understand, it's harder for them and they're angry. They're mad. They hate that. But screw them, right? So yeah. So now with the I had one, I haven't really had any problems like that since that whole experience. And then since I kind of like, you know, understood kind of, I still didn't know, like even when I was challenging that voice and like saying like kind of leave me alone, like you're wrong kind of I didn't know I was talking to somebody else. I thought I was like kind of trying to convince myself that I'm wrong, but I didn't know I was really like telling like some type of entity to just like back off. And it did, you know. And now I've been attacked, I feel, a few times. The most recent was like maybe a month like and a half ago. I was like in one of the chats and I just got like this wave of like just depression and just like emptiness and darkness, and I just like had to leave the chat. And I'm just like, what's like going on? And it's just like it wasn't a voice or anything. It was just like I really felt like depressed. I felt like dark. I felt like empty and just felt so sad. And then I would like I saw like I feel like I saw a shadow person like trying to like manifest, and it kind of freaked me out. And I just felt like I was just getting hit with like this negative energy like over and over. And it took a while, like maybe like a few days to kind of get out of that. But yeah, that kind of stuff I wish I knew how to like better protect myself from, because I tried to like surround myself in light, imagine like myself in like a tornado of light and kind of like try to push it away. But it still took me a couple of days to kind of like knock that and kind of like get whatever was out. I did sage and that helped, and kind of like say some affirmations and deep breathing. I mean, that helped a lot. So yeah, we just have to be cautious. And then like when we're going through that, just make sure we reach out to each other, you know, because someone from like across the world can send you some light, you know, that could really help. Yeah. I'll read the chat. Hey Jamie, I see Jamie. Cool. All right, so I'll call Uni now, and we're gonna talk about dreams, right? I'm listening to music. I'll put this off. Yeah, we'll talk about dreams. Okay, so Uni, I'm gonna call you. I don't know if you're watching. Oh yeah, you are watching. All right, so hold on. Invite. Uh-oh. Hold on. Don't know what I'm doing. Copy. Uh-oh. Hold on. Paste. Oops. And send. Okay, I sent you a link. Am I still live? Did I mess something up? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Close. Go back here. Can we play? Yeah. Am I live? Yeah, I think so.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, wait, yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hi, everybody. Like this is a bit nervous for me, but I could do this. I could do this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can start with that first dream I had.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I was out in the desert, right? Like, and then I was walking down like in this place, and then people were running towards me, right? And then I don't know. At first, it looked like just running towards me, but they weren't. These people were more like, "Can you hear me?"
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay.
Can the chat? Can you guys hear
Okay.
me good? Yeah, I think they can hear you. I think.
Yeah. What happened was these people were running towards me, and then they like when they got close to me, they looked like zombies. Like they and I tried to talk to them, and they wouldn't listen to me. They just kind of walked by me, right? There was this weird thing because they didn't like they could just keep going like in one direction, like to the like it looks like towards the sun, right? But for some reason they're just walking, and then all of a sudden I decided I didn't know I saw this house in the middle of nowhere, like, but it wasn't a real house. It was like a house, but it was made of glass, like transparent. So I decided to go in there, right? And they wouldn't go in there, and they were just then, and then all of a sudden they stopped. They came towards the house, and they were like surrounding the house, and they were like trying to get in, and then all of a sudden there's a big huge blast, like like an explosion far away, and then something happened, and all of us like I woke up. I didn't know. I mean, I don't know what that meant, but it was just not a good dream. That's the only one. Yeah.
Wow. I know like I have weird dreams. Not all of them are about like the affected. Some of them are. None of them are good, but I know the last dream I had, it was just like the whole not the whole earth, like where I was, I assume it was the whole earth. That's how kind of what I felt. Everything was just like destroyed, like there was some type of explosion, and everything was just kind of suspended in the air. Like I was like in this slow motion moment, when I'm watching everything kind of like explode out, and it was just like slowed, and I'm just like looking around. It was this very just very uneasy like feeling,
Yeah, it's something that it was a big, like a bright light came out of nowhere and exploded, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what that meant, but it was just weird because like people were like trying to get in, but they couldn't get in. It was just like, I don't know. It's just a really odd dream, a very odd dream. I woke up after that, but I think I just woke up because it was a bit too much to handle. I didn't know what was going on, right? Yeah. And then I had another dream, but this is about the Mandela effect. They keep telling me that my life would be better if I stopped making videos about it. Something came over me and said that, and I said, no, I'm not doing that. I have to. I feel like I have to do this, right?
Yeah.
And then there was just the weird thing that, like this thing that like appeared in my dream, and they keep saying that you have to quit it, But I wouldn't do it. I won't do it. Does anybody have that experience or anything like that?
I know for me, I'll see the chat. I know for me, I had only one time something talk to me. Like it was clear, like voice in my head as far as like a warning. It was just like, beware of witches. And it was a situation I was in. It kind of was giving me like a sign for that. Other than that, I do get just more of a feeling like this, like whenever I feel like really connected with you guys and like things are going great. I'm thinking about doing more videos. I'm getting all these ideas and stuff. I start to get like, I feel like this, I call them lurkers, and I feel like I feel them there, like they don't like it. And I feel like the anger from it, and, and it can be kind of intimidating at times,
It's intimidating because it's like they try to, like, whatever it is, try to stop me from making them. But there's another thing tells me, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep going at it. You have to do this. Yeah. This is part of you have to do, right? So I don't stop. I keep going, making more videos, even though there's something in my dream told me that I should stop. Like, but I won't listen to that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important we don't, because they try to intimidate us. But, think about, like, why are they trying so hard? It's just because they're scared. They're scared themselves, So we kind of just got to laugh them off. And there's going to be times where they kind of maybe catch us by surprise. But in the end, you already know who wins, you know? And then you have all of us. It's all of us against them. And then we're going to win in the end. So
you know what it is?
Maybe
whatever they are, they're afraid that we might find out what it's all about. And then they don't want us to figure it out, right?
No, they don't. They want to keep us ignorant like everyone else.
Yeah, like everybody else is like zombies. Like, you know, honestly, when I talk to people, right, and I try to wake somebody up, they kind of wake up a second and they go, oh, no, it's just to be. They tell me how it used to be. And then later on, they tell me, oh, no, it's never been like that. It's always been this way. And
yeah, I hate that. Like, at first they agree with you. And they tell you they remember it that way. And then as you kind of push a little bit more, they're like, you know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm like, no, like, why are you, like, you
tell me that. I hate that. It's so weird.
Yeah,
you know?
It's really weird.
And they go like, oh, it's always been like that. I'm going, and that's the new reality. That's the way that's always been. It's like, for some reason, it changes. Like, it changes. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like I tried. And then I'm going like, wait a minute. They agree with me, and now they don't agree with me at all. Like, 10 minutes later, then they go, no, it's so, it's just weird.
It's very weird. Yeah,
like, and then I keep saying no. Like, do you see the Australia's in the wrong place? Oh, it's always been there. But they agree with me at first, but then they don't go, oh yeah, it's always been there. I'm going, oh, okay, so it's totally changed, right?
Yeah.
So, and I had dreams about like I had a dream about like hell, like, you know, people that go to hell. I don't know, something. And then something. I was told that these people here are like the ones who didn't make it or something like that, right? And they were there, right?
Okay.
But they were. Then I was told that I'm not supposed to be there, and then they like pull me out. Like I was getting close to it, and I hear all the noises around me, like squeaky noises, and then they pull me back. You know, you're not supposed to be here. You know, you get a second chance. So, and then I was like sent someplace else, which is much nicer, right?
Yeah.
And I was like going. It was a better place. It was like a nice environment. It was like a park or something. And I was going, and I was out of there. I was in, you know, and then that's what it was. It was since, like I said, you have a second chance. You know, don't mess it up. You know, and then I was sent someplace else. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe we do have a second chance.
Yeah, I definitely think we do, because I mean, I wasn't always awake, and I wasn't, you know, always how I am now, and I definitely feel like I got a second chance, you know, especially like with my experience, you know. I feel like I was given a second chance, and I kind of want to, you know, do the best I can. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, you know, me too. I'm doing the best I can. Like, for some reason, things are not going 100% the way I want it. You know, and I try really hard in life, and I try to continuously go forward and do the right thing. You know, just do what I can to make things right, even though that it looks kind of bleak. You know, but it's I'm not sure why it's like that, but maybe
it's because we're like in a world. We're in a world, and we're in this system that's not geared for us, and that's why it's always going to seem like as soon as you feel like happy and like stuff is moving forward, you're going to get pushed like 10 steps back, because like that's how the system is geared. That's how this world is geared. I mean, it's ran by these entities, and it's ran by like these elite people that don't want to see you happy, and don't want to see like that positive energy, because they don't want you to affect the world with it, because they want to keep the darkness and keep their little how they want stuff, you know. So that's why it's going to feel bleak, but we got to just push through it. I mean, this is going to be a tough ride, like really tough. It's going to be, you gotta like, enjoy the little stuff, enjoy the little happiness you get, and just kind of like push through it. 'Cause it's going to be tough, and it's only going to get worse. And we got to just kind of keep pushing through, you know?
I know. I tried my, see, I believe that we have to keep trying, you know, it doesn't matter how hard it gets, you know, and a lot of people feel that way. Like they have to push forward. Right. And then even though that things don't look 100%. And sometimes you feel sad for no reason. I feel sad for no reason. And sometimes it's, you know, and normally I'm a very happy person. Like I have a really like good energy, like, you know, like always happy, right? But for some reason, out of nowhere, I feel sad. I go, wait a minute, what am I feeling sad about?
Yeah, that's that same like thing I had in the chat. Yeah, it's weird. It's like I was so happy, everything was great, and then all of a sudden, this wave of like just like negative energy, and I'm just like, what the hell? Comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just weird. And I feel like other people mention the same thing. Like they're saying that they feel that way. Like, you know, like You know, like it's just odd where it comes from. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, but it's not. It's like not part of me. It's like
Yeah, and it's
something
not.
else.
It's not. It's something that knows how to manipulate your energies and how to affect you. And we were never taught about any of this. You know, like especially like religion, church. Like we were never taught about how that works and how energies and vibrations work. Like this is all new to me. Like learning about vibrations and just how much that frequencies and vibrations like affect matter and affect like the world and what it's made of and everything. You know. And but I think we're learning, like even though we don't have the books for it, even though we can't just search on Google about it, you know, everything's a lie. We're learning about it because it's like in us, but we're kind of slowly figuring out how to, you know, get it out, and we're learning in little ways, you know, and slowly we're learning, you know. And I think it's going to come to a point where they're not going to be able to do that stuff anymore because we're going to know how to better protect ourselves, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, like I think that every time they try, people get stronger. Like I get stronger because I feel like sometimes I feel like so like down for no reason. But
Yeah.
I feel like I get stronger inside too because I feel it doesn't seem to affect me as much as it did the first time. You know, second time around, it comes around, it's not the same. I mean, it's less. I mean, it's the same strength, but it affects me less. You know, like I'm kind of like becoming immune to it or something. You know,
Yeah.
whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, and like I just think about like how I was before and how I am now. They have way less of an effect on me, like compared to how it was when I was younger, you know, like way less. So I can only imagine like as I get older, they're probably not going to be to even touch us anymore. You know what I mean? Like we'll be above all that, you know. But right now we're just like this is all new. I mean for me, I know, and for like a lot of people, I think this is all new, and they're like we're like kids, kind of like thrown into this, and we gotta just kind of figure it out, you know. But
we're in a different world. This world's totally different from the one we used to, and it's so different. But at the same time, like I'm trying to deal with it the best I can, right? Like all of us are going, oh, you notice so much differences that like so many different things. Like there's a lot of things that are not the same, you know, in this world. There's so much difference compared to what we used to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot more of a magical kind of like aspect to the world now. You know, things that weren't like capable, like possible before. It's like it seems like they are kind of possible now. You know, like maybe I can.
And then I thought
manifest something.
I thought history was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be changed, and now I have to second thought myself because they could change history. I mean, it could change like the past and things, and like so like to me like that's beyond like my understanding. How is that possible, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, as far as I knew, everything was written in stone, and like in a rock. Like you can't change anything, but now you can't think that because it's possible to change it now, which is really odd. Yeah.
And so also another thing like I want to talk about like in dreams. I know like a lot of people have mentioned, I know Scott like mentioned once, like how you go to sleep and you still wake up and you wake up tired, you know, you wake up like you've been doing something like all night. You don't feel like that rested kind of thing, you know. And I think it could be a possibility that we're kind of like doing stuff like, we're doing stuff when we sleep, like as far as I don't know, but I can say I do have that, like it feels like I didn't even sleep. It feels like I haven't got any rest. Like my brain hasn't had a chance to like kind of digress and kind of like get its rest. And I just still feel like I was just like all night I was like active, like I was like doing something, you know? Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah, I felt like that. I sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm tired. Like I'm thinking, whole night. What in the world? Why I feel tired? It just you can barely get up. It's just weird, huh? It's like your energy's all drained, and then like I just got to get up and do things anyway. But because everybody has things to do in the day, right? So, but thing is, I get up and I'm going, oh yeah, it's odd, like really odd that you're like tired and you feel like you can't do anything, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's those weird things, but I don't know why it happens. I don't know if it felt like you're working all night long. It's just,
it feels like I've been working like all night. And I was asleep, and I feel like a difference with like the sleep from when I first became affected and now, like when I was first affected, I didn't sleep at all. Like I would go on like 3 hours of sleep, maybe a couple hours of sleep throughout the week, and I would feel fine. But now it's like I need so much more sleep, and then I'm still tired, like I can sleep like 3 days and I'll still be tired. And it's just very odd, and it's hard to function, hard to go through this and then function and like go to work, and then not only that, have to function with the people there, and then you don't connect with them, and it's just like that's draining, and it's a lot. It's a rough ride, like really rough.
It is. It is. Yeah, it is. And I think a lot of people go through that, and then people are wondering what's going on, right? But it's one of the things that, because we're people that are Mandela affected, they seem to go through a lot more than the people that are not affected at all. I don't think the people that are not affected, they don't even know what's going on. They have no clue what's going on. Like, it's just so like they just go in the merry way in the world, do whatever they have to do.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I have no idea, like, what's going on. Like, really, like. And I said, don't you see that? That wasn't there before. Oh, it's there a long time. They think it's been there a long time ago.
Yeah.
They tell you that. Yeah. Like some other channels say that they notice like buildings appearing out of nowhere, and then they were never there before, right?
Yeah.
And the same thing, I noticed that too one time, because I remember I used to live in the street, okay, and then I used to walk down the street all the time, and there was no school there, right? But apparently, I don't know where a school it was there, like appeared there, right? And it's been this in the 1960s. I'm going, how come I never noticed that before? Because before it was only houses. So what happened to all the houses? Why is there a school there? Like, that's really odd, like, And then that's a personal Mandela effect, because I can't tell people that, because only like a few people in my city will know about that, about the walk down that street, but not everybody, right?
Yeah.
Because probably a lot of people have personal Mandela effects. They're like, there's something that happened in your mall or in your city, but other people in other cities don't know about that because they never lived there, right?
Yeah. All right, so I want to thank you for coming on, Uni.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna try to play like one song for everyone, because I think Scott asked. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it is very hard to keep up with the chat and then like talk. Like, yeah, it's a talent. Yeah. So probably we can talk about some more stuff, because I know like we were working on the 52 states and finding residual for that.
Yeah,
we're still working on that.
You know what happened? That's the weird part. Because that's the weird part, because it said 52 states and then all disappeared or something. What happened to that video?
Yeah.
Did it change on us like halfway through, like when I was working on it?
That's weird, because that's why I was like, oh my god, Uni, like this is perfect, because he said the 52 states, and then like now I listened to it and it's not there anymore. He's like the $52 or something, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's totally wrong. I mean, I went back to see it and going, wait a minute, you didn't see that before.
Yeah, he really didn't. And I'm like, can you find me that clip? And then it's like I'm going through everything you sent me, and I'm like, he doesn't say it anywhere. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's just changing us. And I was going, no, that's not good, because I was gonna we're gonna work on that video together on that.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah.
It's changing us. Come on, that's changing people. That video changed on us. We were looking at a 1959 video from beauty pageant, whatever, and then all of a sudden that the part he's supposed to say 52 states, it doesn't say that anymore. He doesn't say it anymore. It's just totally changing.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like whatever is in charge, the entities or whatever they are going, oh look, they're doing that. Let's change that.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, oh god, they figured out something good. We have to hurry up and change it. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, they changed it on us because they don't want us to do that video.
Yeah.
So I was looking for more videos that like could be like they could say that too, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like this is.
Yeah, I've been going through all like the beauty pageant things. I'm like, maybe this is like something here we can use, and then like everything I'm researching is like, no, you're wrong. So it's
exactly
hard.
And
yeah.
It is hard. You know what it is? Because it's disappearing. That's why it's hard to find, right?
Yeah.
Because the rest of it's hard to find because it's going away.
Yeah.
Because I know when one thing changes, after a while, it's not there anymore. Like, if you wait too long, it totally disappears from like existence, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. That's what's hard to find. But I keep looking. Maybe I'll find something. Who knows?
Okay.
But
thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you for having me on the show, and have a nice day, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Uni.
Bye.
Oh, it worked. Am I still live? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I saw Salted. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I know a lot of people have said stuff. I'm so sorry. It's really hard. But yeah, that was Unimatrix. And yeah, I'll try to make more people mods later. Okay. So I'll play one song for you guys, and then, well, I have 10 minutes. I'll play maybe two, maybe one, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay, I need my headphones. I already have my uke because I was like playing before. Hopefully my mic hopefully my mic doesn't like mess up. I have to get like a new system, like a mic and stuff, because it's really bad, the one I have, but it serves its purpose, you know. I've had it for a while. I'll read the chat a little bit more, I think. I get a message. Oh, was that me? Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to read this later. It's so much. I'll read all you guys' comments later. Oh, thanks, Scott, if you do. That'd be great. Okay. Yes, live music. Crap. I don't know what song I was gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing that song because, oh yeah, I was gonna do my Mandela song. Okay, so this is a song I wrote because I had this dream. It was a very weird dream. It was like I was getting like pulled from Earth, you know, and I wasn't sure if I was. Hold on. Okay, Andrew, play the hell out that you. That's funny. Let me actually put this off in case people message me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I had this dream, and it was like I was getting pulled from Earth, and I wasn't sure if I was like going to heaven or, but I was getting pulled and getting put somewhere else. It was just a weird dream, and I felt like I wasn't done here or something. It was just like this feeling I wasn't done, and I had to like tell people. I was trying to tell people, but they were all asleep and I was awake. It was just a weird dream, but this is what came to me. You know, I decided to like write about it, and then I turned it into a song. So yeah. Hopefully I don't mess up because this is all live. Yeah. Oh, these are all my books. You guys can see. I read a lot. I'm an English lit major. I read a lot. There's a book here that's actually about time travel that I read like when I was like a long time ago, before I was even affected, and it kind of like goes with a lot of stuff that's going on, you know, like, you know how Robert like mentions the chocolate and stuff, like that helps. It's in the book, like it's like you have to have some chocolate, it helps you. It's really, really strange. And it talks about how to keep things from changing, how to preserve stuff. You take a picture like with like an old, you know, like one of those old cameras where you have to produce the film and stuff. They're like, if you take a picture with that and like the perfect moment, like to preserve it, is like weird. It preserves it and it can't be changed like throughout history or something like that. Yeah, it's a cool book. Okay. All right. Okay, so hopefully I don't mess up. All right, guys. Was floating away. Nope, that's wrong. Sorry. Woke up one morning, I was floating away. Saw the stars, so I started to pray. Oh, just give me one more day. Still got a lot of things left to say. The memories, they all just faded away. Looked in their eyes, they were all in the days. All alone, shifted to this place. The sun is white, but the clouds are gray. Yeah, my mind just went blank. But that was the first half. I forgot. But yeah, that was the first half. I hope you guys like that. But you can go on my channel, and I have like the whole song. Lost, we're all just lost. Can you find me? I'm lost, floating away, floating away, floating away. Lost, we're all just lost. Can you find me? I'm lost, floating away, floating away, floating away. Woke up one morning, I was floating away. Saw the stars, so I started to pray. Lord, just give me one more day. Still got a lot of things left to say. The memories, they all just faded away. Looked in their eyes, they were all in the days. All alone, shifted to this place. Sun is white, but the clouds are gray. Oh, oh, floated away, floated away, floated away. All right, so yeah, there it is. I kind of messed up, but it's okay. It's just live, and what can you do? All right, guys, so it's 3:57 here. Yeah, so I know Scott's coming on, and I will be on tomorrow, same time. Yeah, if you guys want to like come on and chat or something, like hang out or whatever, just like let me know. I'll put my email in like the description, and just like email me, and yeah, we can just like chat about whatever, you know. I'm open to it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in Scott's chat.